Hello, welcome to Three Thought Talk. It's the first IEL Three Thought Talk of 2024. So
Happy
get
New
your stabbers
Year.
out. Happy New Year. Happy New
Oh,
Stab.
why did I say stab? I should have said Stabby New Year. Damn it.
Stabby New Year.
Let's start over.
Okay, sorry, 1 second. I don't know how to do that without playing the whole thing. So I guess we got to play the whole thing again. And Stabby New Year!
Happy New Year!
It's gonna be the stabbiest year yet.
Oh,
Totally.
yes. Totally. Yeah. How is everyone doing? Whew, calm it down. Don't all go at once. Don't go at once. Come on, calm it down.
Sorry, we're too rowdy.
Yeah, it's wild. We're just
It is wild.
wild and crazy. Are you?
I think it's the lo-fi music. It's just got everyone kind of like,
Yes. New year, new music.
Yes, new year, new music, folks. Well, let's listen to this.
Crank it up.
Yeah, crank that. We're
chill.
having way too. It's very chill. Yeah. So that's our new music for 24, folks. I hope you like it. And yeah, how restart the wheel. I love that. Please welcome. For the first time, I think I've seen in live chat. Maybe I might be wrong here, but Loneliest Guy Shine has joined us in chat tonight, folks.
Oh, he's been around. You kidding?
Yeah.
He's come and seen us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been a while
sure.
then. We've missed you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
will there be more fearsome Fear the Spear music?
Ooh.
Maybe you'll have to find that out.
You'll have to find out the next time we fear the spear someone.
Yeah.
I don't know when that will be, but
Wonder when that will be.
When might that be?
and with whom?
I really
I don't know.
like that you said with whom.
Chat throwing options for. We do have a Fear the Spear lined up. Not tonight. Let's be clear. Sharon is not joining us this evening. Not in person and not live.
Lame.
Just to be clear about that,
So if
folks.
you came here for Sharon, get out.
Came here. No. If you came here for
She'll be
live,
here.
Sharon. If you
No
came here
live
for
Sharon.
live, Sharon.
Oh,
There's no
Hey,
live Sharon.
we'll
We
say.
could do
We'll
our best Sharon impressions.
I don't know any.
You need.
She's like so chill and cool and like, I don't know.
Oh,
She's so
I need a
fancy.
hat. We
She's-
will need a
yes.
hat if we're going to
Hats.
imitate Sharon. Yeah.
You
for
will
sure.
see. You need a hat. Absolutely. So yeah, if you
I'll
came
put
here for
this
live,
red note
Sharon.
on my head.
I
Sadly
almost
not.
wore one, but I was like, no.
I
hat.
feel like we need to do a poll. Let's kick it off with a poll straight off the bat. Chat Uniga's options to put in the poll, but who is
Ooh,
doing Fear the
yes.
Spear first?
Who is our first to fear
Yes.
in this
Who is
new year?
our first Fear the Spear of 2024? You got to put
Remember,
options in chat, folks.
New
Fine,
people,
whatever.
new people, not people who have been guests before. We don't re-fear the spirit people.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get a refear. So
No. Once you fear it, you have speared it. Or something.
Kev reckons he can do a great Sharon. Did you know she sounds just like a mid-30s Australian man?
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
Did not know that. That is fantastic
Wow.
information. Good
Okay.
to see you, Kev, by the way.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah. We got 2 Kevs in chat, so we almost got the Kev trifecta.
Ooh, could it be Loneliest Guy Shine? Good question, Kevin Angus.
Loneliest Guy Shine is an option.
Put him
Okay.
on the poll. Poll him. It should be Kevin. We've already done Kevin.
We've done
Yeah.
two of the 3 Kevs we've had. We've had
Yes.
2 of the 3.
We need 3 Kev
Wait,
talk.
Trifecta.
Sorry. Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. He meant it should be Kevin. So
Oh,
I
it
put
was
the
a
third Kev.
punctuation issue.
Okay, so not Angus and not Australian Kev. So the other.
Commas.
Commas are important.
Yes, they make a big difference. So am I putting Kev number 3?
Yeah.
Yes,
I feel
Kev.
bad calling him Kev number 3. It's like it's not Kangas.
It does sound bad, but you know. Yeah.
Someone has to be.
Oliver's
Someone-
Ears is
yeah.
suggesting Steve.
Steve.
That is.
Do you think
good.
I would be low key right now if we were having Steve on the show?
I mean, it's
Bain and
not-
Chiad. She would just be like,
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what I would do.
I think we
so-
should just find him and invite him on the show.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah.
I don't even know
okay.
if you were in Wheel of Time, but you should come on our show.
Yeah, you should just come on our show, and we
Yeah.
just want to know about that dance. Talk to us about the routine.
Right?
You know, yeah.
I just
And
need
then
to
maybe
know
do
about it.
it live for us. Maybe.
That would
Yeah.
be
Alright.
very cool. I want all of
Steve.
that, but I also really want to ask him about Steve. So I would be
Yeah.
sad if we couldn't talk to him about Steve.
That's true.
true.
All right.
yeah.
And
I
Brother
think,
Zachariah says
yeah,
Anas.
maybe we should ask Wheel of Time
We've had
if we
Anas
can
on.
have him.
We've-
as a
Couple
Anas
guest.
has been
Yes,
on.
he
yeah.
has already feared the spear.
This, yeah. So
And
more.
Doppelgangered, or Mirror World, or whatever we're
Was
calling
He
it.
Mirror
has.
World me? Yep.
he was,
Hmm.
Mirror World Bain and Chiad, the master of the sword. I
And-
believe. Greetings from Germany. Hey, James. Wrong one, sorry. So good to see the What Can Be Growing and Celebrating. I feel at home.
Welcome.
Hello.
Good to
wonderful.
see you.
Welcome.
Is there anybody else who's new in the chat?
Yeah. Say if you're in there, new folks. It's a very
Yeah,
chilled
give us-
start to our show this week.
Wave emoji or something like that.
Okay, do we have 4 polls?
We do not have 4.
We have
We
3.
have-
We do not have. We
We
have
have
Loneliest
so far
Guy Shine. We have Kev number 3, and we have Steve.
And we have Steve. We need one more chat. One
One more
more
chat,
for
come on.
your poll.
Kev Angus pointed out that Kev number 3 is Kevin Golden Eyes. Is his tag.
Perrin
Oh.
Golden Eyes.
Kevin
Yeah.
Golden Eyes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Perrin Golden Eyes.
Kev Golden Eyes. Okay, gotcha,
it.
gotcha.
All of yours ears.
I'll
Garden
text
me.
Alex. You're not new.
no,
You've been here before.
Kev is asking, could it be someone from the press?
Oh,
And then Rajesh has suggested Kali. So,
interesting.
but we've had Noman Garden
Interesting.
suggested as well.
Ooh.
So
we do need Noman Garden on the show.
so
Oh, I think I just gave that away. That was a fail. Oops. My bad.
I'm gonna throw Kali in there and we'll see where we're going.
Right,
But there's your
All
poll.
right.
What's the hand
All
sign
right.
for sight?
Brother Zachariah is now suggesting Nameless. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think Nabes could handle this. Dana's suggesting Max. Max Silver,
would be
who
g- Man,
says
you
they're
guys
still
make good
newish.
suggestions. I think we're just gonna take notes and invite all of these people on the show.
yeah, I think this is
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Let's do.
all right. So there's not really any news, but shall we play the intro anyway and just announce a couple of things instead
Of
then?
course. Yes.
Yeah,
Let's do
let's do that because we love the the Daily Veil intro.
Daily
So enjoy the Daily Veil, folks.
Dear brothers and sisters,
It is time to cover up your face.
for the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
All right, so it went a little cuckoo whilst we played that because,
Yeah.
firstly, thanks Jane for becoming a new member. Appreciate that. Welcome to the
Wow.
Malkier.
Good job.
But then the Tweeter of Chaos popped in and was like, so glad no one suggested Tweeter of Chaos as a guest. So, Lodgekeep, who I haven't seen for a while, has turned up. Welcome, Lodgekeep. Patrick is now
Lodgekeep.
suggested Guy, but Fieri, not the Uno one.
Interesting.
And Regis did point out that they suggested the intern of Chaos. So, but yeah. So fun. Currently, the winning vote is it's a mix. It's a mix of things. So yeah,
Ooh.
I love this. Kev's like, I'm switching tabs like crazy, man. Oh, it's funny. It's funny that Kev's in chat. Let's start it off with the announcement firstly. So Kev and I got inspired.
Music. We need Daily Veil music.
Oh shit! Yes, Daily Veil. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while
Get
since
in
The
there.
lo-fi
You're
is
not-
great and all, but
There we go.
So,
Thank you.
It makes me feel like I'm Superman.
it does.
It's a little Supermanish, isn't
Very
it? Okay.
Clark Kent.
It's inspiring.
So, Kev and I got inspired, and decided that we should start a selection of streams, and name them something I still can't pronounce, so I'm not going to say it just yet. I'm going to say the English version of it. So we have started a selection of streams known as Glory to the Stars, and we're kicking it off with Elaine, of course.
Aw.
So these streams, basically, Kev and I are going to, we're a little bit inspired to go through the characters here and there, and go through their scenes in the show, talk about them, have on people that are crazy passionate about these people. So Kev is out there whipping in all the Elaine fans that he can find. And we are going to, this is a little loud music, I can not really hear myself very well. That's better. And we are basically just going to deep dive on them on season 2, and just every month-ish, because February I've got to move house, so that one's still a little bit ish. Every month we are going to celebrate a different character in season 2 and go through their scenes, have fans on, talk about them, and just have a lot of fun. If we can get you some fun stuff, maybe, we'll see what we can get. I might have something already. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, I am out of practice, Stainler. You are quite right about that.
You are
There
such
are
a tease.
a lot of fun people in chat tonight. This is a lot of fun. Rapunzel was quite right. Don't you mean Elaine, the daughter of Andor? You can't just call her Elaine. Look. It's Kev's the one who knows this shit. I'm the token Wetlander. I'm owning this for music though.
This is also a thing Aiel do, right? Aiel never call someone just by one name. They use their entire name.
It's true.
Yeah.
Full names only.
Full name.
Well, it'll be Elaine Chacon then, not Elaine daughter heir, because we don't really care about titles that way. It's not like we
Correct.
call the
I don't know.
Bain
I
and
think
Chiad,
Aiel would just
Daughter-
assume that daughter heir of Andor, because she never says her name without saying daughter heir of Andor, is part of her name.
True.
Because
True.
what do we know? We don't know what
It's
to
her
do.
last name.
That's
how
fair.
loyal is her.
Yeah, folks, but that is next Sunday. We're kicking it off at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna go for probably Kevin and I are aiming
love
for
that
that.
dress.
I
wanna
know,
stare at
right?
That dress
Ah.
forever.
It's such a good
Wow.
dress.
It's like
Look, I
prom
felt
dress.
I felt very Kev-like because I went through I just trawled Kira's Instagram account and I found like 5 different things. I'm like, this will work, that'll work, this will work, that'll work. And then because the color scheme we were going for, I'm like, nah, screw it, we'll go with this dress.
Yes!
Guys,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Wow,
Fucking
Guy Fieri. That would be
That'd be
hilarious.
amazing. Diners,
really would be.
drive-ins, and the definition of dives right there.
That's right.
And thank you, Patrick. What Fandom is an awesome club, but Threefold Talk is the VIP part.
Aw.
Aw.
Thank you.
So.
That's really sweet.
Kev replying to my scrolling comment, it's my favorite pastime to scroll her feed.
At all.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I love her.
Okay, folks, I think it might be time to end the poll. Almost everyone has voted in it. So our first Fear the Spear of 2024 is apparently going to be
Robin Rattle.
Loneliest Guy Shine.
Oh,
Loneliest Guy Shine.
Loneliest Guy
Did you
Shine.
forget to tell us you were coming?
Call me. Yeah.
No,
And then
seriously, we
after
want
that,
you
we
on
should
the
have
show.
Carly, and then after that, we should have Steve, and then sorry, Kev Golden Eyes, you're the last invite at the bottom there. So
No love for Kev Golden Eyes.
I have all the love for Kev Golden.
there we go.
Me
I
too.
think everybody doesn't want him Fear the Spear because they first want the threefold Kev show.
Oh, right.
That's good. Yes, that's what it is. They just want threefold Kev. Give
yeah.
the people what they want.
It's true.
Is it 3 Kev Talk?
3 Kev.
Oh,
Talk.
right. 3 Kev talk.
3 Kev Talk, yeah. Yes.
Now I have to forgetting that.
That means you're gonna have to organize 3 Kev Talk to meet your toe.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Let me write that down.
Yeah. There it is. Let's see. 3 Kev Talk. Right. And what else was there something else we were going to announce?
Well, were we gonna actually announce the real one?
I mean, we did say that before we started the stream, didn't we?
We did. But now I feel like we're being all teasy and maybe we shouldn't. But I feel
Maybe
like
we
we
should.
should. I don't know.
I feel like we should.
Pat, do you think we should announce it? What do you think?
I don't know.
It's because I don't like holding secrets and I like telling people things because I'm so excited.
Maybe if we get enough likes on the video, we'll tell you later.
Okay.
This is a
Let it fall out of my
thing
mouth.
because I want to tell you, but
Yeah.
Rob's being
Wait, I'm sorry. Sorry, what? Did you just seriously?
Wetlanders.
What?
You just insulted yourself again. Like it was like done by a hand and now it was done by Alyssa.
Yeah.
Double insult.
All right, go on and tell them then, ladies. Tell them who we have next week as our first guest of 2024 doing the first Fear the Spear.
Melindhra, I think you should do it since you did a lot of the legwork.
The
Yes.
first Fear the Spear is going to be a special new reader visit to Purple Rock's Hold. You guys were very close. It is Carly Lane Perry.
Yay!
She's gonna come see us. She just
Yes.
finished the only book that matters, The Fires of Heaven.
Mhm.
And we're going to talk about her impressions of the books and her predictions for what's going to happen next in the series and talk about all of her awesome adventures in Wetland since she's now a super fan just like the rest of us.
And
Yes,
she
indeed.
loves Avienda.
And she loves Avienda. Yeah. So, yes, she'll
She
be our
totally
first.
belongs on this show.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
She does.
She's going to
This
come
is-
see us.
Mm-hmm. And I'm very much looking forward to that. So it's going to be, I think, a perfect guest to kick us off in 2024.
And when are we doing this, by the way?
Next week. Next Thursday.
On
Next
the
Thursday.
18th. So, folks, let me know if Mel's a bit louder now. I've turned up the volume. So,
Oh, am I?
Somebody
No.
said you were quieter than everyone else.
but then someone else said that as well, so I cranked your volume a little
That's
bit. Don't worry.
weird. I'm usually
That's
the
really
loudest.
weird. You are
This
not a
is
quiet
true.
person.
This is true.
I'm never quiet.
I mean, you said that, not us. So, I think that's kind of about it, isn't it? That's it. There's no other announcements.
I sent you some DMs about snack order calendars.
Yeah, the snack water calendars have started to make it out, folks, which is good fun. I know there's a couple out there that haven't made it. So this is Dari? Cody. Sorry, Cody.
That's adorable. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's the 2 cats that y'all named all together in one picture.
Aww.
And then
Double kitty.
So there's the 2 of
Yeah.
them.
That's super, super cute. So, and then what is my screen doing now? Stupid! Stop it! Right, there we go.
It's okay.
There we go.
The cats are cute, so I'm sure nobody
Yeah,
minds.
I don't mind looking.
And then and then this is
My bedroom.
this is you actually when you've got it pinned up. Very nice.
It's literally what I wake up to in the morning. So, which I just laugh. It's like I wake up and then I look up and I'm just like, that's fucking amazing.
It looks like it's glowing. It looks like the sunlight like hits it.
It is.
Just,
Yeah.
The
you
window
know, like
is right there, and the
off
sun is
of it.
coming out over the
Yeah.
buildings that are right outside the window. So literally, as the sun is cresting up over the buildings, shining right in the window on the snow.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I love that.
love
And
it.
then
But there were lots of
Chocolate.
replies to that, weren't there, Leigh-A? Like other people.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
think it was off of the Talkaround Riyadh one.
Oh,
That's
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. The top.
Yeah, and the talkies shared theirs. Like there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. And I feel like there were a lot of comments on one
maybe
of
it
them.
was the
Wasn't there?
other one because there was.
I feel
Maybe.
like it was yours, Leigh-A. I think it came from yours. I don't know why. I
There's
think
only
so.
like a couple on layers.
There was one
I
in
think it was-
particular I'm thinking of, though.
Yeah, because Critter shared hers
Yeah,
Yeah, critters.
on her wall. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's Critter's wall.
And
Yep.
then there's
But hold on. I will send it. There's one
Huh.
that I want to make sure we talk about.
Penny has hers
Oh
probably
yeah,
just in
and
the
Talk
kitchen.
had it theirs up.
Yeah. DK Moon has theirs up at work.
Ooh,
At work. Love
yeah.
it. Love
I
it.
had
Dana's is the
considered-
background in her live stream setup.
Nice.
Love that. Yeah. Nomi Garden got theirs.
Okay, I want more info about you putting yours up at work and the responses to it.
Yeah.
Because I had considered putting mine up at work, and then I was just like, I don't know if I want to have to explain this. Meanwhile, like I've got a whole bunch of nerd stuff at work, but it's just that like I work for the government, for the military, so it's a little bit more conservative. So
It's totally
like,
fine.
yeah, a half naked guy. Rob, you can also put up what I sent about my sister, the picture I sent that my sister sent you.
I'd have to scroll back and find that. There is this one that so Jen Sadai put up this one.
Yes,
the light
I just
back
sent
seat
that.
going. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
the one I was
there we
thinking
go.
of. Yeah.
Now
then-
this one got a lot of comments, as you say, because
Yeah.
then
Yes.
Jess came in. Hey, now same view in my office. Yeah. And then didn't it like? Am I?
There should be
Shut
a
up.
reply to Jess.
Yeah,
there you
and then there we go.
Yeah. Weird.
The Wheel of Time, weird. We have the same view here in Chaos Central. Yes, folks.
Oh, man.
Somehow,
It got in
somehow,
Kevin's office. That's really interesting.
yeah. But is it in Kevin's office? Is it in like, the intern's office?
Is it Rafe's office?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
Rafe's office?
I mean, I can imagine Rafe would want to
What
put
is-
that up.
What does the
like
alt text say?
picture of his husband, and then also
Okay.
I
yeah.
love that alt text. That's great.
I'd
yeah.
love to, if somebody goes to one of the events with Rafe where you can ask him a question ask him what his response to
Kevin's office looks sharp.
of his husband's calendar is. Yes.
Oh,
really
that's so good. That's
love
so
to
good.
know, how Ray is just like these fucking idiots. Ruining my.
I love it.
That's
Hey.
amazing.
I know. I said that. I'm one of them too. Don't get mad.
No, I was just having a moment where I was just like, I'm like in your bedroom. I'm in other people's bedrooms. I'm just
multiple people's work
just like
offices.
having a moment that I get to infiltrate lots of people's inner sanctums in less than a month, in 20 days.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
And that is because Melindhra are February.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You guys are February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a reminder, folks, when I put together the calendar, I randomized it. I put all 12 people's names into a randomizer wheel and just spun them out one at a time. And it just worked out so funny that like 4 of the people involved got their birthday month. Melindhra, who did Romeo and Juliet, got February, which obviously contains Valentine's Day. There was just so much that was, the pattern wasn't worth it. It was very, very cute.
Yeah, Kid Rand keeps pointing out that we also got his birthday month. He's like, isn't that so funny? You guys are your picture's up on my birthday month, and I'm just like, that is really funny.
That is brilliant. I love that. And this is the picture that Leigh-A mentioned of your sister getting it
for my sister and her husband, and did not tell them. And so they traveled all the holidays, and I was a little stressed out that they would or would not get it. But just to do an audio, so it's a picture of my sister pointing to the calendar, and she says, "Merry Christmas to me." For some reason, Tom, her husband, was not as excited when he saw the cover Winky Face. Thought once we opened it.
Rightfully
I'm glad
so.
they liked it. So she didn't know about it before?
No idea.
That's
Absolutely
so great.
no idea. Yeah, and I've been waiting because everybody had been receiving their calendars, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, some people got them very quick, some people a little slow. I feel like the copy that went to Germany is still winging its way through the postal system. I'm pretty confident the one that got sent to Australia has not received it yet. Obviously, Brian's had to be reordered because US Mail decided they should just give him the empty packet that was ripped open and not the calendars that were in it. So
someone just really wanted those calendars.
Apparently so, yeah.
Wait. Didn't he get a bunch? Did he get a bunch?
He got 5. Yeah, he got 5, and I assume the packet broke. So I've got more coming, and then I'm going to send them on in a much sturdier package this time. So yeah.
So not only did he not get them, but now there are rogue snack order calendars.
There are 5 rogue snack order calendars somewhere in America.
know where they are.
Manchester and San Francisco.
They're definitely in America. I know that for a fact because I tracked that particular parcel. Because it was just the same price as posting it. So I was like, we may as well track it. I know when it gets there. And I know it got to the sorting office. So it's in the sorting office, lost somewhere. But
someone just really wanted those calendars.
Yeah. So definitely. Okay.
Oh, man. I want to be the person who opens that up and has no idea what it is.
That would be hilarious. I think that's kind of it for like news and stuff. So time to bring Daily Vale to an end. How do we end Daily Vale here, ladies?
Oh, do we want to just
stop?
Rock.
There it is. Yeah, sure. Leigh-A, go for it.
Right. So this was a Christmas gift that Christine, who is a former guest of ours, gave to me. I spent Christmas with her. It's very affirmations. So we are going to start doing stabby affirmations. I can open this. So let's around a little bit, get a good one. And our stabby affirmation for today is, bitch, conquer your fears.
I love it.
That is our
Amazing.
stabby.
Are we supposed to just like how do we affirm our bitchness?
I am afraid of butt rock, so let's conquer my fear by putting it on the screen.
Butt rock.
Great way to start.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm so brave.
I would be so brave. So much G.
Tiny little tease there to warm you in. You feel ready for a longer exposure now?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Extra long butts.
There you go.
Butt rock.
There we go. All right. It's time to get funky again, folks. There we go. Get the funky music playing. And I think it's time to say goodbye to Twitter.
Bye, Twitter.
Bye, Twitter.
Bye, Twitter. So, Twitter, if you want to hang around and listen to us as we talk costumes, and I share some videos of Sharon answering questions in Prague, you need to come join us on YouTube. But until then, bye-bye, Twitter.
Bye, Twitter.
Bye.
There we go. But yeah, let's get funky. There we go. How's that volume? Does that sound good to everyone?
It sounds good to me, but we'll let chat say, because...
Yeah. All right, folks. So a while ago, Leigh-A did us this whole deep dive on the costuming, which we loved. And we thought, because I haven't shared these yet, that we should talk about more costume stuff. Because I was lucky enough with some other people to meet Sharon in Prague last year. So we're going to share. We got to ask her some questions. I'm going to share those questions with you and chat about them. And Leigh-A's gone hunting through her recent Instagram posts because Sharon's been posting like a fiend. We're just going to pick some and talk about them and just have a good discussion all about all the beautiful costumes. So let's kick it off with, I don't even know which video I've got loaded up now. So we're just going to kick it off whichever video I have loaded up. Here we go.
I'm so excited.
Ah, this one. There we go.
The Seanchan was creating the Seanchan soldier was my very first job on this show.
Wow.
And the brief was just make something terrifying and weird and fantastical and strange that you've never seen before. Bye. And it's, I mean, you know, the books have so much information in them. That's the thing. And you take all of that information and you kind of just absorb it into your being. And, you know, certain things stand out, like the insect sort of side of it. And then once you start going down that route, then you're like, oh, insects, start to like look for reference of weird and dangerous insects. And then what else? Like, I can add in a bit like reptilian would feel weird in this sort of in this look, and that's how Suros headdress came about. That idea of the insect and the compound eye and the shoulders being, you know, the exoskeleton outside the body, and all of these things. The Death Watch and the Sul'Dan have these backpacks, that, like, because I wanted to make their bodies look sort of deformed from the side. So all these little tricks that you can play with just to make something look really weird, but also really beautiful. Like, I wanted her to be incredibly beautiful, but terrifying at the same time. You know, and there's all the kind of cultural mixes that are in all of the different nations are a mix, as you know, of two different cultures. And this is Mesoamerican and Imperial Chinese. So you suddenly have like, oh, okay, Imperial Chinese information coming in. And then Mesoamerican, how do we represent that? And so that's the color palette is kind of Mesoamerican inspired, but it's also like rusting metal because they've come from the sea, and that they are bringing that sort of stuff with them. And then I was just saying earlier that one of the things that we wanted to put on the Death Watch to start with was sort of feathers on their headdresses. But we felt there was too much cultural appropriation, so we took that away and made their helmets more insect-like and kind of, you know, like ribs and bones. And then we did the Surov headdress, and the kind of horns part was originally going to be
You're gonna
hair.
love this bit.
And I know that I've seen on the.
Yeah, you've been. Yeah.
She doesn't have hair, for God's sake, what's going on?
You said it exactly right. That's exactly
but this is a headdress. This is not hair. And what we ended up doing was using feathers to make those horns of on her head. So they're horns. They're part of the aggressive look of the character. And Turak also has feathers in his headdress. And this relates back to the Mesoamerican feathers that we were going to use, decided not to use, but we put them in somewhere else unexpected. And that's like the way I like to design the Wheel of Time, because it's not obvious. It's not your first idea you thought of, but it uses all that delicious, chewy Robert Jordan information, and it like mixes it all up and splurges it out into something really interesting.
So so that was one of the first things we got to ask about. I love the whole she knew about the hair and hood conversation that happened on Twitter. That was one of the funniest things. And there's a bit I'll show later where she again caught something else on social media about costuming that she's like, no, I'm aware people talked about this and talk, gives us details about it.
That's
one of the last things I show.
There's so many layers.
There are.
I'm fascinated by how all of those different ideas are represented and yet blend together into a look that is weird and different, but also still cohesive. But the amount of different influences that's cool. So cool.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's such a blessing that Sharon decided to go into costume design and not haute couture, because a lot of what she is doing could just be she could make millions upon millions of dollars as a haute couture designer, and just with the detail and everything that she does and the vision. And I've become very obsessed with her Instagram page, and just even now that I'm analyzing little details about the pictures that she chooses to put on her Instagram page, or she's just very visionary. She loves lines. She loves designs and the curves of things and textures. So it's fascinating. So
yeah,
anyways.
I agree. It's funny that there's I'm trying to see if there's nothing around that you sent me. Love Kev. Brand Sweater's number 1, everything Alana wears number 2, Seraph number 3. I suppose this follows up from Kev being Turak is still 10 out of 10 number 1 costume of the season. Yeah. So there has just been
later.
We could. There's just been a couple of comments. I thought the feathers were from Arthur Hawkwin, and obviously Mel, you've just replied with Tower of Ravens. Now this one was interesting because nope, wrong button. We did actually ask that. We were like, were you aware about this? So hold up.
Aware
please,
about what?
About the Raven connection.
Oh.
Yeah. So we did follow up on that. If you would like to see that video.
No.
Yeah. No.
No, we don't. I don't think we need to see that. It's too much. It's too much information, Rob.
So we asked her, did you know about the Raven connection to the Seanchan when you added the feathers in?
And that's the thing, is what's really fantastic about doing this show is things start to happen. It's really spooky. That soldier was my first thing. And then we developed this whole culture based on the ideas behind that soldier. And things start to happen that are just happy circumstances. So the incredibly talented person who made that headdress, when we were struggling with this hair thing, he went, what about feathers? Have you ever seen feathers in used in this sculptural way? And I was like, oh, cool. Okay. And then, so that happened. And now you tell me that, and it's like, that was meant to happen.
So awesome. she didn't know.
She didn't.
Nope.
Wow.
It was just the pattern at work. So
It is.
That's so interesting. I
It's
would
really
have thought
cool.
that someone would have pointed that out to her before then. That's so interesting.
I think there was certain, like, they were given, like, Sharon was given influences for the cultures and kind of just like was told a few bits and pieces and was let loose. I don't think she's sort of like checking everything in with like Rafe or Sarah or anything like that. I think it's more a case of, you know, basic ideas sent back. Yeah, great, off you go, sort of thing.
Well, and maybe somebody from her team had a conversation with one of the book nerds from the other part of the team, and they're like, "Oh, Raven Feathers, cool," and she just doesn't know that particular conversation, because in November she posted a picture of her teams, and there's like 3 or 4 levels of scaffolding of people like full up together, leaning over.
Oh wow! Like hundreds of people.
And she even said, like, that's not everybody because we're still filming, but it was during the wrap party in Europe, I believe.
Yes, the European wrap party.
Yeah. So it was just like scaffolds full of people coming together, and that's just the European team. So
I got it here. It says, wow, I blinked and it was done. The Wheel of Time season 3 in Prague is over, and what a ride it's been. I'm proud to say that this has been my costume department for this season. Every single one of these people has made a huge contribution to making, preparing, and coordinating the costumes this season. So much talent in one place. It's quite overwhelming. Can't wait to see you all. Can't wait for you to see what we have created for season 3. So many thanks among so many. And she names a few people. Actually names quite a few people. Anyone else who so it's a lot of people to name. I'm assuming she's naming as many people as she can in that picture. But look, there's so many people in that picture. There's got to be 100 people there or something crazy.
And I'm quite certain that there is somebody that the feel that I get is that there's a lot of cross collaboration between the various groups, because they want and need that comprehensive feel that this is what happens in the books, especially with the costuming, that like those minute details, like raven feathers. So I'm sure somebody was like, hey, oh, you said feathers. Oh, let's use raven feathers.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And that person is going to be a hero from now on. And unnamed. Not all heroes wear capes.
This is
so
true.
Cool.
Yes.
That's so cool.
And that is my headcanon of what happened.
So she learned about the ravens and the feathers in
that interview
early September. So do you think there's a chance that she then decided, oh, well, I guess there probably wouldn't be much Seanchan in season 3, but then she decided to like incorporate them more? It would be really interesting if she
would be very
took
interesting.
that little tidbit and like put it in her pocket.
I mean, the feathers were included because of the influences for the societies, for the cultures that they picked. So that's where the feathers came from. But it just kind of, like I say, the pattern just was at work to make that be a thing that matches Seanchan so much. But yeah, she was pretty surprised by that and kind of just like, are you serious? I think that things like that were why she just kept talking to us. In the end, they kind of had to like chase us out the room a little bit to be like, you're holding everything up, because Sharon just kept wanting to talk to us. At the end of it, they're like, oh, maybe you've got time for like one more question, and she talks for like another 5-6 minutes as a result. So
it really seems like she really enjoys doing this show. Like she's sharing so much, but she's just like really delighted with what came from her team and like getting the opportunity to like do all these crazy things. And
I know I've said this before and you guys are probably so sick of me saying it, but like, as I love all the actors, but if I could get anyone from the costuming department, specifically Sharon, but just anyone from the costuming department on our show.
What about like set costumer number 7, whose job is just to lint roll people?
Yes,
not that I never did that job
person.
before ever.
Exactly. Like that would just be. That's one of my honestly bucket lists for.
Lint rolling people is on your bucket list?
Show-based test, yeah. Show-based test is one of those. It's also that like in within that comes like the people who do the prosthetics and all that sort of stuff. So like that's all large costuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, set type people, like all the behind the scenes people that you don't get to talk to. So like, yeah, cool. We get to interview the actors and blah 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 blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, none of
Very
that we would
cool.
object to at all. By the way,
This week before we get to with Carly.
Bain&Chiad, the Twitter cast says the lint roll boy is available. So.
Oh,
Book
yes,
him!
please.
Book
Send
him!
Yes.
him our way. I
Yes.
want
to
to.
meet
I want to
him.
talk to him because I
We
used
can-
to do that.
We can
And
talk
like,
about
if he
lint
needs
rolling.
an understudy, like if he's sick, I will do his job for him. I have experience.
Do you guys
So-
think that like on the tiers of costuming like job duties, is lint roll boy like above or below steaming someone's dress from the inside out? Because that's what I had to do. Like I had to get inside someone's dress and steam it from the inside out. It was very moist.
Were they wearing the dress?
While they were wearing it.
I'm concerned that
'cause
you have to think about that.
Yes,
I'm not
I had
gonna
my
lie,
head up someone's dress. Yes.
I have this amazing picture of my godfather with his daughter, and he was like doing the same thing, but like so, and she's sitting there like talking on the phone, doing things, but he's sitting there like his back to her, but steaming the inside of her wedding gown. Because something happened. It's an adorable picture. So I don't like, just because of personal context, I don't think that's bad. But I think if you had to do that for a lot of random people, just be like, okay, next, put your crotch right here on top of my head, and then I'm gonna steam your dress. Okay, cool. I feel like that's
a
very
different kind of steamy.
That is very
So that is a different kind of steamy, yeah. So talking about dresses and helping people and stuff, we all cosplay occasionally.
Yeah.
Don't we? Yeah, we've been known to do it a little bit. So we thought we should ask Sharon a cosplay question. So next up,
Ooh.
we asked about cosplaying.
I want to share the whole thing. That's why you're here today, and that's why
Aw.
this whole thing has been put together. Because, you know, Adam from Amazon came and talked to me about this, and I was like, this is such an opportunity because, you know, you see these costumes on camera in the final edit, but it's the final edit, and you miss loads of stuff.
Oh, so much.
You know, like all this is printed. All of this stuff here is like Alexander McQueen insect reptilian inspired print with it's like a delicious dish, you know.
Now, do you see why
And
people
the
get
Elvis
if they got a
Bar
dress in the
Master in
bloopers?
it. And it's all down the back of her costume. You hardly see that, you know.
I had no
And these
idea
kind
that
of
was there.
opportunities are so fantastic. And I would love to have, you know, just do a behind the scenes thing all the time about the manufacture.
Okay.
About the creation. I mean, I want to celebrate all of these people who helped me make these amazing costumes. And someone asked me a question earlier about AI in costume. And I was like, AI does not do this.
No.
AI does not have something you can touch and feel, and you can see the human hand in it. And sometimes things are slightly off. You know, sometimes things look handmade. That's the wheel of time. It's meant to be like that because it's pre-industrial revolution manufacturing. But that doesn't mean it can't be super sophisticated, you know? So, yeah, no, I would love to do that. Take them apart.
So yeah, she was she's very, very keen to talk about all of it.
That's awesome. So it seems like maybe her Instagram series is like her way of doing that, of sharing and highlighting and bringing to the forefront all of the amazing artistry of everyone who was on that team. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that.
It's very, very cool. I think we could have sat there for an hour and just talked to Sharon, and I think she would have just kept going and not even noticed the time. So, which is just incredible. She was so generous with everything. But yeah, she has been doing a lot on her Instagram, folks. If you don't follow Sharon on Instagram, you should. I'll just go to her Instagram page. It's probably the easiest way to do it. But she's been posting a lot of things recently. It's all stunning stuff. Let me just go to her page in general. and share it. So some of it's just like, oh, I should put it on screen first because I'm looking at my one. There we go. So some of it is just general stuff, but like here's like the Wheel of Time stuff you can see here. So like this is the Logain post, but it's not even just like here's a picture of Logain, the details of it, but you get so much more information with it. So they're talking about Logain's kimono here. There's a huge labor of love involved with this, as she puts it, because I mean, look at that. That is
I saw that and I couldn't figure out what are they doing what costume is that?
So there's like a million knotted sections to this that they had to unravel. So that's them unraveling the knotted sections of his kimono by hand. And I don't know how it got so knotted.
I can actually talk to that.
Okay, cool.
What?
Yeah, so this is a Japanese technique, and she puts it in there called shibori, where it's a type of tie dyeing, but it's very different than what we know from the 60s psychedelic. It's very intricate, and there are actually 3 different styles, and then within those 3 different styles there are 6 different techniques that combine with the styles to do the very intricate detailed tie dyeing. And it's actually something that has existed since the 900 AD. So what was our Dark Ages? The Japanese imperial regime, the Emperor Shomu. No, sorry, that's our day. But the Nara period, which was 710 AD to 784 was when the Nara period was. They were doing this type of very intricate tie dyeing, and they literally, what they do is they sew together components and then wrap it up and then put the entire thing into a press dye. So you can see the types of detail. So this is something from that was donated from that period that I just mentioned that is very antiquated.
Wow.
And yeah, so when you see them sewing the things up, Rob, I sent you a video. Can you do the second one? I think start at minute 4.
Video?
Yeah, start at minute 4. So what they do is they lay out these patterns. There's multiple ways to do it and multiple types of let me rewind. So one of the reasons it's different than the 1960s tie-dye is it's not, you don't just wrap rubber bands around and then you have these ombre bleeding tie-dyes. It's meant to be very specific, very detailed. And the Japanese their culture is very interested in not having perfection, so having things bleed through but still being able to have these tiny intricate details. So the reason I chose this video, there's a lot, if you go to YouTube, there's actually a lot of videos on how to do this tie-dyeing method where you can create larger patterns. The reason I like this one is it's because it's more similar to the style that you see on Logain's robe and many of the other Kyrian robes. And Rob, can you fast forward to minute 4? Because otherwise we're going to watch them.
It is minute 4. Oh, the 4th minute.
4th minute, yes.
Oh, I thought you said a minute and 4, so I went to a minute 4 seconds.
Yeah, the 4th minute. So at this point, they've gone through and sewn the embroidered pattern, and you can see the wrapping. And then we're going to spend a little while watching them wrap. But what this does is it tightens up the material. So they do this long embroidery stitch and then tighten it up to create a very tight knot. And then there were a couple of methods that I saw on YouTube. Like some people wrap rubber bands. This person is doing the hand wrapping with the string, but basically that tightens it to the point that the dye can't penetrate the material. And that's what you're seeing in the picture, which we'll go to after this, of Sharon's team cutting. So they've done, this is post dye. They are cutting all of these strings very meticulously, not to cut the material itself, and reveal the patterns. So, and then Rob, from here we can jump to the end. Yeah, because again, it's a very long, very detailed. Yeah, so now you get to see what the pattern looks like, which is beautiful. It again, very much more intricate than our hippy dippy tie dye. But you can see how this looks very similar to the types of things that were done on Logain's robe.
Wow. That is pretty crazy. Let me go back to that Logain one so we can see them working on it. Also, Bain&Chiad had a question.
It's an excellent question. It cannot penetrate the material.
Thank you. I couldn't hear you. You were a little muffled or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have like stuttered a little bit. Yep.
Oh, thank you, Sharnice. Yes, I don't
Thank
understand
you.
that word unless Sharnice says it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I understand it if, like Mel says it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I really need Sharnice.
Sharnice,
to
like,
really get the point.
She's just really good at articulating that word
So
to make
this
it
is them
super clear.
undoing all of these, or like cutting all of these little
Yeah, so I'm
ties
assuming this is
Wow.
the robe being
to
brought
make
freshly
all of
out
these patterns.
A lot on there. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you keep going through, like, you can see them kind of cutting, and revealing the patterns that they've made.
That's insane.
Incredible.
And then this person is the. Can you scroll down? Sorry, like I meant to have
modeled
it up.
by the maestro himself, Jan Berlin.
Yes, yeah. So the person who is has studied this technique and actually brought it to the team.
Wow.
So yeah, so
That
he's
is
modeling
so cool.
his own personal creation.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
That's
I love that.
What a
incredible.
gift of time
Mhm.
and effort to the show. I mean, obviously, I'm sure they got compensated for their work, but just bring all of those skill sets and then having a show that can make use of them, right?
Yeah.
Because kind of the sky's the limit with any technique throughout any historical period. You could just like pick anything. That's man, I can't wait to see what else we see next.
Surely there can't just be one kimono. Like, what if it got damaged, like the day before filming?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Surely
most
they-
costumes have multiple.
Yeah.
And he had to like do this with it.
That would be
Yeah.
That's something we need to ask, is if this costume had multiple iterations.
Yes.
Most
Because
do.
Well,
and
when
how
we
to
get,
go them.
I was
Like-
1 second. Let me just book the lint boy.
Yeah, we can ask the lint boy.
Yes, lint boy booked. We'll ask him.
Tweeter
Surely-
chaos, can we have the lint boy's name, because I feel uncomfortable calling him lint boy.
So sometimes there would be, if there was something that was really, really expensive or one of a kind, there would be only one of it, but there would be, and then that would be the one that would be used when there's really close-up scenes. But then there would be other versions that were like copies or remakes that weren't as detailed, or maybe there was something a little off or different, and they'd be used for other takes. But most of the time there would be like, like we had this one scene where this guy was on a motorcycle wearing a leather jacket, and there were like 20 of the same leather jacket in different states of disrepair. Some of them were for the actor, but then there were a bunch more for the stunt guy. So usually there's like a bajillion. But if it's something really expensive or time consuming like that, I would imagine they're a little more, careful about that.
And low gain scenes for the most part are low risk. So
yeah, right. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of like
fired. You're fucking fired. Wait, does this mean it's 4 Kev Talk and not just 3 Kev Talk then?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you're right, Leigh-A. Like, and as far as like continuity goes, the low gain scenes, there wasn't any change in what he was wearing, or like he wasn't injured, or like maybe he spilled wine on it when he poured the wine everywhere.
Yeah, that's really like holding the wine and like accidentally like tripping on this long
The wine. Yep.
And then everybody just goes, "We only had one."
Yeah, I mean, now that you've seen like the full Soraf outfit, do you remember from the bloopers where everyone kept stepping on her outfit and she'd be like, "Ooh," like, yeah, you can see that. Imagine if someone like if Logain stepped, or Alvaro Morte stepped on his own outfit and like with that wine and just sort of spilled the wine all over himself or something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
The costume department is professional enough that a little wine stain is not going to overcome a one-time like
I think they can handle that.
Like a decadent hand done. Like decadent is the only word I can think of for that. It's not exquisite, it's not intricate, which they both work. It's decadent. And it's just all the like the tiny little stitches that they had to do to, like, you saw it looked like a massive it looked like a cobweb or something.
Yeah, for sure.
It was chaos.
There's so many strings there. I can't imagine that they made more than one of those. Great
what do you
question.
guys think, like, in the context of the world, of the Wheel of Time?
I mean, I'm going to put this in the post. I'm going to ask Sharon.
Why would Logain have a kimono like that intricate in a what did they call it? A
sanatorium.
Sanatorium.
Was it his clothing, or did they give the patients things to wear? Like,
well,
I wasn't sure.
So in his conversation,
Errol didn't wear something like that.
In his conversation with Moraine, she acknowledges that the White Tower was the one that put him up there. That actually, she deliberately put them up there.
Her, not the White Tower.
Against the White Tower's wishes, and she was the one that was paying his fare, and that she was the one that was able to release him. So, and she just went in and she's like, "I'm gonna boss bitch you. I'm paying for your shit. I brought you the Mirundi wine. Let's deal. Let's play." And yeah, so she put him up in luxury, knowing that he would be a useful tool later. And that's probably what got him the nicer, not just the blue robes that Errol,
but the garden room.
He had the upgraded,
the garden with the garden view all the time. Apparently, he just lived in the garden.
He just lives in the courtyard. Yeah, where does he sleep?
I don't know. I was like, is that really an upgrade? Like, what if there's fireworks?
My thoughts on that are that there are multiple rich participants in that hospital that have rooms, and then they get like
each get their own courtyard.
Yep, no, they get their timed visits to the courtyard.
Fair enough.
Because you can't give them a big suite. Like, you've got to give them, like, their rooms are probably larger than Errol's, but so like maybe there's like one per side of that. Like, so there's probably 3. So maybe one per side of that courtroom, and then the other one is courtroom.
Like, it's an open minibar. It's like a nice bathrobes, little soaps. Like that was
Yeah,
going
but
on. Shall
clearly
I?
not well stocked minibar if you need
This
to
is-
send your
this
guy
is
to go
true.
get Gildan and Reds.
Yeah, clearly.
Gildan and that one. Yes.
Would you like to know what we talked to Sharon about next?
Yes.
Yes. So next, this one was. So these are a range of questions, by the way, that everyone is like. We're just asking them. It was kind of like a feeding frenzy of us asking questions. Which is why sometimes it was like a couple of us spoke over each other, so I've just like cut that bit out and put the question up. But this is a question I actually asked because I was like, you know me, I got to ask the cheeky question. So I did ask a little bit about maybe Sharon had a favorite costume from season 2 that the folks there, because we'd seen some screeners, hadn't seen yet, either in the screeners or in the trailer and things like that. So of course I had to ask that question. So this is the answer Sharon gave us, and it's far more interesting than you think it might be. So I hope you enjoy this one.
Oh yes. There are
Amazon
so
people,
many.
close your ears.
We're telling the Amazon folks.
Costumes, I didn't say scenes.
I can't tell you anything about what they are, unfortunately, but suffice it to say, this is the tip of the iceberg. There are lots of new cultures, some new cultures, which I'm sure you know about because you've all read the books. But a lot of the main characters have several costumes. They go on a journey. Rand definitely goes on a journey. Egwene definitely goes on a journey. Nynaeve definitely, and Elaine.
What about Matt? Everyone is so mad about his robe.
Keep him in the robe. I love the robe. Yeah.
I hate to break this to you, but Matt's costume is season 1 costume, and I used it in season 2 for a reason, because he's stuck. He's like he's living in the past. He can't move on, and that kind of is pretty much most this season until something very exciting that happens at the end that I can't tell you about. But you will love
I
it.
wonder what it is.
It might be quite unexpected, actually. And it is the most dramatic finale. I was nearly at the end of the job, and then suddenly I got this. We started having this meeting, and Rafe said, "So anyway, Sharon, when you're going to do that, no," and I was like, "The what?" So there you go. It's a big thing at the end of in episode 8 that's connected to Matt, and it's very, very, very powerful, and you will love it. You'll love it. I can't say anything else.
I have goosebumps.
She's talking about. I'm guessing she's talking about the Heroes of the Horn. Yes, like having to
Yeah, I
design
think-
all of those. Yeah, those were really neat.
Yeah, watching back, I think that's what she's talking about. But it was so funny because there's like 10 Amazon people in the room. And we're all like, just close your ears while she answers, please. And she's conscious of saying things because no one's seen anything at this stage apart from, the trailer or screeners or anything like that. Like nobody knows what's happening in the later episodes.
Y'all had seen the first 3 episodes at this point, or you had not?
So most of us had seen the first 3. I believe Kathy had seen the first 4. They sent the first 4 out to media. So yeah. I like Kev's making a very good point in chat here. It takes a certain person to pull off a green beret. Not just anyone could rock that hat.
Oh,
yeah,
this is
Sharon
what I'm
really
saying.
did. Yeah.
Right.
So I got 2 hats. Which one do y'all want me to wear for the rest of the episode? Wait, is that
Switch.
That's
Put the pink thing on.
Put
and
the
then
pink
the
thing on.
beret.
I'm partial to the fedora.
I am
No,
partial to the fedora
I'm just
too.
wondering if it's channeling the right Sharon energy. See, I feel like that might.
That
make
is
her a
more
little bit
Sharon.
more.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
like
don't know.
the fedora.
I think
but
I can see Sharon rocking a fedora.
Yeah?
I think I can. Yeah.
I mean, I just
Especially
want to
with-
see Leigh-A in a fedora, to be honest. But
Yeah.
Do we want to do a chat poll? Fedora
Yeah,
or
sure. I mean, that's literally what Kev's just put in chat now as well. Like, chat vote on this.
chat vote
All
on
right,
hat.
so-
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Which
That's
hat
a loofah.
should Leia wear?
Yes, I have 3 of those in my shower.
I think I've spelled fedora wrong, but screw it. And what's the other thing called?
A
fedora.
loofah.
No.
It's the proper
The big-
thing that British people wear to the No, it's not a
The
loofah.
pink
Do
thing.
not put loofah. Do not put loofah.
It's called
I-
a fascinator is what
Oh, a
it's called.
fascinator. Yes, yes.
Pink
Well,
thing.
I put pink thing.
That works.
It's actually peach and not pink, but okay, whatever.
This is where the shade blind comes in because it looks pink to me, folks. So this
No,
is why I
peach
pick
is-
things.
Peach is pink. Peach is an orangey pink. It's all good.
Okay, okay, right.
Beautiful peaches.
I didn't know the word fascinator in the moment when I should have. So
You're
got you,
our like fashion person, so
oh, that's scary.
Sometimes
brothers-
the words disappear. I get
Where's
it.
the frying pan option? There's the frying pan. So I mean, we do still.
I made her seen it, so I bring it on.
Obviously, we do have this.
Yes.
So actually, wait, we have like a little GIF of Leigh-A. We have a GIF of Mel doing a stabby. Bain&Chiad, we don't. Do we have a GIF of you doing anything? We don't. It seems.
No, I'm ungifable.
Yeah,
That's not true.
I do not believe that.
It's not
So-
true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How is chat doing?
I feel like maybe we need to give her giggling about
So,
tacos.
Rob, do you have
Oh, yeah.
any more Sharon videos? Or
Yes, we do. I do have 2 more Sharon videos. So
Give them to us. I want them.
Yep.
Uh-huh,
We're gonna give you. Let's give you the Forsaken discussion. Jesus, I can't talk.
Ooh.
So this led to a Forsaken.
So yeah, okay. So the Forsaken obviously come from the distant past, which was very future. So their costumes are all monochromatic. So they're very different. The rest, as you've seen, like the rest of the costumes are very colourful. I love colour and texture, and their costumes are very simple. And also, like with the when the arrival of Suroth and he's standing next to her and he's wearing like a shirt where the tie disappears. So I was trying to play with very clever cutting techniques in manufacturing with his costume and other people who you will find,
Nicely done.
So yeah, she was trying to not tell us basically about Gideon, obviously, as we've now discovered. But yeah, just like it's clever that was a cutting technique that allowed the tie that became not a tie to happen, which I thought was very, very cool. And then lastly, she told us this is volunteered, so I paraphrase like how the question came about to be, but she shared this information about the collar and the leash. So because this is when she just kept talking.
Sordam, I just wanted to say, because I heard you talking about the leash.
Yes.
I'm also aware through the fandom, through their social media, that this is not seen. You haven't seen this.
No.
This leash.
Correct.
The reason why we do see in a few scenes we do actually see the physical leash on one of our main characters. But the reason we couldn't use it for a lot of the time was because there's so much VFX when they're doing the channeling that if you had this, it would be incredibly expensive, even more expensive than it already is to work around it.
Yeah.
So we've used it in a very specific way, and you will see what that is. So we're not ignoring it. We're not saying it's not there. I am a real fan of, I am very meticulous, like I read something, I will absolutely include it if it makes sense in the design. This is an adaptation of the books, and that has to be remembered. I am very respectful of the books. The stories are incredible. The ideas, the scope, all the different things are so important. But sometimes, for practical reasons, you have to do something else. And it's not because I don't love the books, it's because we have to do it for that reason.
What can I ask? What went into the decision to go from dog collar style to pulling it down into sort of a breastplate?
I think it was just to make it more dramatic, to be honest. More.
I love it.
And the VFX
Yeah.
on this is really, really great, and you have this sense of, whoa, that's not just a collar, that's pressing down on her entire being. And one of the other things that's been mentioned, I know, on social media is about why have they got these gold things in their mouth. And so, you know, that the idea behind the Seanchan is that Turak and Suroth don't speak. They have a voice who speaks for them. So her costume is designed around, her mask is designed around just seeing her mouth, but she doesn't speak. You know, the Alwyn and Turak's voice have this mask that deforms all their face and you just see their mouth. There's a lot of things that are important about speech and speaking. With the Damani, one of my little nuggets of research was this pre-Aztec society that used these gold stoppers in their mouths. I don't actually know why, but I just thought the image was so powerful. And so a Damani cannot speak. They have no rights. They are slaves. They are nothing in the Seanchan world. So to put something in their mouths really demonstrates that, you know, in the sense of the storytelling of all of that you are silent, we have a voice, but we don't speak because we're that powerful. And it's really strong. So that's where it comes from.
Yeah, so that was like one of the last pieces she left us with, and it was just so amazing to know, because we did, and it's funny she mentioned it because we did all panic, like there's no leash, like how does it work, blah blah blah. And then obviously we found out later on in season 2, but she was aware of that and, you know, mentioned it, and when just sort of volunteered that information. And I thought it was really, really, I hadn't connected the way the face pieces worked for the Seanchan, where it's like their mouths are still there, but not for the only piece on Damani is blocking their mouths. It's like, again, the balance. So
yeah,
as Lottie put, yes, the reason for the binkies.
Honestly, that makes so much more sense now that it's contextualized in the symbolism. So yes, Egwene could spit it out, but the fact that they don't, like, it again, like the openness, it makes so much more sense.
It is really interesting knowing that any Damani could spit it out at any point in time. If Egwene could, anyone did. And yet they don't. Just like,
right.
Yeah,
it's
so much more evidence of how much the manipulation and brainwashing has affected them.
The acceptance of your position. So I accept that I cannot talk and that this is part of who I am now.
Yeah.
And I think it actually makes Egwene spitting it out more powerful. I can't wait to go back and rewatch episode 8 now when she does that and when she spits it out and just being like, oh, like, why did she, like, she could have spit it out all the time. Why didn't she? And now that she does,
the mouth part of the binky is made of the same material that whatever guy had to deep throat when they did the VFX for the horn.
Oh, God.
Just curious.
Such a Mel
if everybody's
question.
sucking on some sort of like
foam
nerf rubbery stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of like, I don't know what it was. It was something about that. This is total tangent. Apologies. Like the way he like removed his mouth, and that reminded me of those like blow up like wind like people that like they put on top of like car dealerships, and they're just like going like this. And there was just something about it. I was like, is that what it is? Is it just full of air? I guess it could have been. I don't know. Guess we'll have to ask him when we see him.
This is very, very true. So that was pretty much everything that we got from Sharon. Like prior to that, we just got to walk around the White Tower and look at different bits and pieces, which was all just. Yeah. There were no Aiel costumes there.
Boo.
Yes. Boo
Lame.
to that.
Lame.
Yeah.
That must be because they were in use.
I would guess so. Yeah.
So wait, so that room specifically had a lot of Seanchan, only Seanchan costumes, right?
It did, yes.
And none of the party costumes. So it was all the stuff that you saw in the first 3 episodes. Were there other rooms that you walked through with other costumes?
Yeah. So 1 second. I'll share a different screen. Let's do that. Right, so like obviously this is the Damani outfit at the beginning with the sword arm. Some of these photos are not amazing, so I do apologize. The lighting was not great in there because it was inside all these rooms and stuff, and the camera struggled. So everywhere else I got decent. So yeah, we got to walk up and down the corridors, and there were a range of things. So we got this is Joya, one of the Aes Sedai. Alana's outfits. These were just like posted in the corridors.
Leanne. Yeah.
Leigh-A, and then in the background is Elias. And then this is Varen's outfit. And then we've got Leandrin's outfit. And then in one of the rooms where there was Moraine's was the painting.
That's so cool.
And these are some of the
oh wow,
the party outfits.
Yeah, the party outfits.
These before you had context for them, because I don't think you saw the party. Yeah.
No, I don't think we'd seen the party. So it was that, and then we took pictures, like all of us, and then I think then we moved on to something else. That we went to the outside. Interesting that I didn't take a closer photo of the Amelin outfit.
I don't know why. Like, what is that, Rob?
Rob, you did not have the headdress. You could have gotten closer.
Look, if you follow my Instagram, you know that I finally found a headpiece that I do like. So, but never mind. And Rapunzel's made a very good point in chat. The Aiel costumes were there. I just couldn't see them because they were hiding too well. So that's fair. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
This is why you should never send a Wetlander to do a scout's job.
That's right.
Fair enough. So yeah, is there any other costuming stuff you want to talk about? We are getting around to our usual finish time. I don't know if
we've got time to talk about all the Anver stuff. That I can do it real quick.
I think we might just have to save it for next time.
Maybe
costume time.
Maybe the Twitter cast can get us Lintboy Steve.
Yeah.
And
Kevin. His name is Kevin.
Sorry, Lintboy Kevin.
Kevin number 4. Kevin number 4. Kevin number 4.
Kevin number 4. Yeah. Okay. And
now I want to write a whole parody about Kevin the Lint Boy.
Kevin the Lint Boy. Oh my God. We'll get Kevin the Lint Boy on, and then he can talk us through the process with this outfit. So yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I love that.
I wore this shirt for no reason.
No, but you look great in it, and like, I mean, we can let me put it on.
It looks I'll wear it again. I'll wear it again when we talk about it. So I will repeat.
When we talk to Kevin.
When we talk to Kevin and we talk about Anver.
Yes. Yeah, because you're wearing this.
I am.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. There we
My
go.
own version of that. Yes. Which I also got in Paris.
There we go.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
Very, very cool. By the way, you missed the poll. The poll said the fedora, by the way. So.
Oh crap!
There we go.
Oh, now the show's over.
Fardaris, my grandma asked, I wonder if Lint Rollerboy started as an apprentice dust bunny catcher.
Well, we've established that being a dress steamer is sub Lint Boy. So,
yeah.
There we go.
I don't know if that's an entry level costume job or not, but
maybe
they did let me do it. I think it was really because there was nobody else.
No. No, this is fun. I've enjoyed talking the costumes. Thank you because I think I suggested this earlier in the week, but then it actually made me go through the videos from Prague and actually make them into usable clips, which I have been bad at doing and have not done yet. So thank you for pushing me to do that, even though I suggested it.
Awesome. Well, happy to encourage you to do that some more. We'll find a new topic.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, come back and join us next week, folks, because we do have Carly joining us.
Yay!
From Collider. I'm right in saying Carly works for Collider.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
If you didn't watch Dusty Wheel last night, which I need to catch up on thanks to work, I couldn't make it. You will have seen it there, but she's going to come join us, and she will be our first Fear the Spear of 2024. And then come catch Kev and I on Sunday 21st with a whole slew of wonderful guests to talk all about Elaine, daughter of Andor, whatever, blah 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 blah. However her title goes, because apparently I get it wrong. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that and see what goodies we were able to share with you. So yeah, thank you, Leigh-A, Mel, Bain&Chiad. Anything you want to add? I feel like I've done a lot of talking tonight.
You did good.
I did good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, loved all the insight from Prague, and yeah, just
Nice.
oh, so good. So good. Thank you for letting me nerd out about costumes. That was a lot of fun.
I love when
You
you
did-
nerd out.
Yes, it is cute watching you nerd out. I have like 1,000 things that Leigh-A sent me about costumes and stuff, and I'm just like, oh boy. I just imagine if Sharon ever comes on the show, just Sharon and Leigh-A are just going to sit there, and the rest of us are going to be like,
Yeah.
That might happen. Yeah. It'll
I love
be very similar to what we did with Michael Livingston when he came on.
That's true.
That whole discussion, and like I
Mhm.
definitely sent him a lot of emails and then did a lot of research. And just like, need to make sure that I have all my like sources correct, because I know he doesn't like it when you just like do things without sources.
yeah. But it'll be reversed, because when we have Raga and
Can you
Deal
actually show
Maya?
them one?
no, just Leia's reaction then just put me off guard for a second. Then.
My brain went somewhere else. I wasn't even listening.
Oh right, okay. I was like, because then you can watch what it's like when we have Raga and Maya and Ayula on, and then Mel can then eventually reveal that she's playing Melindhra in the TV show, and then we can all take turns at this. So it'll be fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
Perfect. All right.
Love it.
Until next week, folks. Please stab that like button, because it needs some stabbing. And go and find yourself some love, water, and shade. Bye.